In Yoruba religion, Oya was the goddess of weather, known to be one of the most powerful deities in Africa. She was an Orisha, a spirit sent by one of the three manifestations of the supreme god known as Olodumare. Oya was known by many names in Yoruban mythology, including Oya, Yanza, Oda Oya, Oya Iyansin, meaning the mother of nine, Oya Ahiri, meaning the carrier of the container of fire, Ayabu Nikua, meaning the queen of death, Ai Loda, meaning she who turns and changes. Oya and her brother Shango were born to the great sea mother, the goddess Yemaya, but it's not clear who their father was. Not very much is known about Oya's origins or her family, but some sources say that she was married to her brother Shango, while some say that she later married Ogun, the god of iron and metalwork. Oya was either barren or could only have stillborn children. However, she took a sacred cloth with the colors of the rainbow and made a sacrifice out of it. To whom she made the sacrifice isn't known, but as a result she miraculously gave birth to 9 children, 4 sets of twins and the 9th child Igungan. This is why she became known as the Mother of 9. Oya was often depicted wearing the color of wine, which was said to be her favorite color, and displaying 9 whirlwinds, since 9 was her sacred number. She's sometimes portrayed with a turban on her head, twisted to look like the horns of a buffalo. This is because, according to some myths, she married the great god Ogun in the form of a buffalo. There are several symbols associated with the goddess Oya, including the sword or the machete, the water buffalo, a horsetail fly whisk, a number of masks, and lightning. She sometimes appeared in the form of the water buffalo, and she often used a sword or machete to clear up a path for change and new growth. Lightning was a symbol strongly associated with her as she was a goddess of the weather. However, no one actually knows what the horsetail fly whisk or the masks symbolize. Although she's well known as the goddess of weather, Oya played many disparate roles, which was the reason she was such an important deity in Yoruba religion. She commanded lightning, storms, and winds, and could bring about tornadoes, earthquakes, or practically any kind of weather she chose. As the goddess of change, she would bring down dead wood, making room for new ones. In addition, Oya was also a funerary goddess who carried the souls of the dead to the next world. She watched over those who were newly dead and helped them to make the transition from life to death. According to the myths, Oya was also the goddess of psychic abilities, rebirth, intuition, and clairvoyance. She was so powerful that she had the ability to call forth death or hold it back if necessary. These responsibilities and being a guardian of graveyards is why the goddess is commonly associated with cemeteries. Because of her abilities, she was known as a great mother of witches. Oya was a wise and just deity, regarded as a protectress of women. She was often called upon by women who found themselves in conflicts that they couldn't resolve. She was also an excellent businesswoman who knew how to handle horses and help people with their businesses, gaining the title Queen of the Marketplace. Although she was a benevolent goddess who loved her people, Oya was fierce and had a fiery demeanor. She was both feared and loved, and for good reason. She was a loving and protective mother, but if necessary, she could become a terrifying warrior in a fraction of a second and destroy entire villages, causing great suffering. She didn't tolerate dishonesty, deceit, and injustice, and no one was foolish enough to anger her. There appear to be no temples dedicated to Oya in Africa, since no such remains have been dug up during excavations. However, she was worshipped not only throughout Africa, but also in Brazil. Her Celtic equivalent is Brigitte, Catholicized as Saint Brigid. Oya was one of the most important deities in Yoruban mythology, and she was also one of the most beloved. The people revered her and invoked her aid when in times of trouble. Oya's worship is still active and continues to this day. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to our channel for more great content. Thanks for watching.